Collections. Wand handles.
Oké. Discover the secret of... ja, dat is wat ze aan het doen.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Zitten hier nog guards? Even kijken. Het ziet er niet naar uit. Oh, dit wordt gelukt trouwens voor mij. Kijken, ja. Die wordt weer rennen.
Nearly there.
Oh, tuurlijk. Hoe gaan we dit doen? Want deze trap die gaat dus naar de overkant. Oké. Interessant. Hier 6 guards zie ik hier. Oh, deze kamer staat vol met guards. Ik zie daar 2. Daar zitten er 3. Daar zitten er nog eens 3. Oh, oké, hier moet even goed gaan zitten. Dit wordt nog heel interessant. Als al die guards gaan wekken. Oh jee. Belandt die gek. Oh. Shit. Nee, niet, oh, niet die spreuk. Ook dit hebben we overleefd. Er zitten hier nog guards. Ziet er nog niet naar uit. Oké, filmpje, wat gaat gebeuren? Waar zijn we nou weer? Wie is dat? Afgebrande stad? Lijkt het wel. Geen water. Volgens mij is er een oorlog geweest of iets. Oh, droogte. Dat kan ook.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Oké, professor Rookwood. Dat klinkt nou
Sebastian.
niet echt heel fijn. Wij zoeken Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Oké. Oké. Dus dat is... dat is interessant. Gaan we eens even naar de De volgende verhaalmissie. Return to Professor Vic's classroom. Daar gaan we dat dan ook maar doen. Oh, hier moeten we heen. Oké. Maar je kan ook ik gebruik dat snelreizen ook maar niet. Eigenlijk moet ik dat snelreizen gewoon gaan gebruiken hier. Maar als je van de ene kant naar de school naar de andere kant wil, dat schiet aardig op met dat snelreizen. Begin de quest. De next verhaalmissie. Is dit volgens mij? Take the book to Professor Vic.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Oh, daar was met iemand in gesprek. Vandaar.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Of course. What will
you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Oké. Dus er zijn bladzijdes.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Natty just sent you an owl post requesting to meet. Map. Flue Flames locations.
Okay.
Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. 5 out of 150. Demi's statues. The South Wing. Hogwarts. Hogwarts South Exit. Hospital Wing. Faculty Tower. Hogwarts. The Great Hall. The Library Annex. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. 5 out of 150. Demi's statue.
Oh,
World
we
map.
moeten naar de world map.
The Highlands. Collection chests. 0 out of 117. Field. Lower Hogsfield. Lower Hogsfield. As you explore, you will.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see...
Map. Flue Flames locations.
Moeten,
World
maar
map. Forbidden
want
Pub.
die
South
Nettie die wil met
Hogwarts
ons
region.
spreken.
The girl from Uagadu. Lower Hogsfield. The girl from Uagadu. Triangle. The Highlands.
Dus gaan we eerst maar eens doen. Kan ik iets
Map.
van snelreizen
Flue Flames locate
gebruiken?
you. This is your location. World map. The High North South Hogwarts. Lower Hogsfield. Lower Hogsfield is located in the countryside and is the closest hamlet to North Hogsmeade.
Kan niet.
Hogsmeade map. Owl post.
Even kijken.
The
We
library
moeten
annex.
dus daarheen.
The annex of the library. The grand staircase. The magnificent stair. The great hall. The library annex. The south wing. The great hall. The grand staircase. The bell tower wing. Hogwarts. Bell tower courtyard. Bell tower courtyard. The bell tower. Flying class lawn. Madame Kagawa's flying class area. Cross button. Set waypoint. The bell tower wing. Collection chat. The south wing. The south wing of the library annex.
De
Hogwarts.
library annex, daar heb
Lycamouth,
ik wel
Central Hall.
snelreizen.
The central.
Daar travel ik wel even heen. Hoeven we Ivan minder te lopen als we naar die netten heen willen. Dus dat scheelt alweer. Maar voor de rest kan ik niet zo snel snelreispunten vinden op dat gebied. Dus ja, we gaan eens even kijken wat ze te zeggen heeft. Het ging over Rookwood en ja, eigenlijk onze vijanden. Dus dat kan interessant zijn. Jeetje, 500 meter, of is het niet? Kijk, hier worden we weer over een pad geleid. Hier moet er wel ergens een snelreispunt zijn, of niet?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Floo powder.
Dat bedoel ik, er moet wel ergens een snelreispunt zitten hier. Maar wat is dit een grote map eigenlijk dan toch? Ook wel leuk. Misschien zit hier ook wel een. Nee. Hier niet. Nee, hier zit wel een snelreispunt. Maar ik ook net zo goed daarheen kunnen reizen, maar nog minder lopen. Oké. Ik kon ik niet vinden op de map, dat snelreispunt. Hier zie ik ook in, nog niet.
This looks intriguing.
Het is echt helemaal afgelegen. Jeetje. Niks. Ah, hier bij haar zit wel een snelreispunt.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something I found. I can't say. They want something I found.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear it. This could be dangerous. I'm glad to hear it. This could be dangerous. I'm glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stand aside!
Oh,
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collections section of your field.
Oh, I'm
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body! Ah, no! You're easy as a spot and an Aha! Back for more.
Accio.
Better luck next time. You're a bit dodgy with your skills on, sweetheart. That's just pitiful.
Repair it.
Hang on. First year, did ya? Presumption.
Coward!
Expulsor. Presumption.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Lumos. Utility. Levioso. Lumos. Levioso. Try at R2 button. Hold to assign. Altering spell. Protego. Essential. Protego. Essential. Protects against a variety of attack. R2 button. R2 button. R2 button. R2 Protego. Essential. Protego. Essential. Protects against a variety of attacks, include R2 button. R2 button. R2 button. R2 button. Hold to assign. Circle button. Back. Accio. Force. Summons a variety of Protego. Essential. Protects against a variety of attack. R2 button. Hold to assign. Circle button. R2 button. Hold to assign. Circle button.
Levioso.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Research. Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Research. How interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary. I thought Merlin was a myth. How extraordinary. I thought Merlin was...
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating. Seems a bit tedious. How
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on these. See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Revelio!
You got the Mallowsweet to work. Now what to do about these pyres?
Protego! Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day!
Map, the Hogwarts, South, the Highlands. Enemy quests, Owl Post, settings. Save, display, save/load and exit. Save, load game, save game, save game. Save game, empty, secrets of the restricted section. Manual save. 2 hours. Defense against the dark arts. February 11, save, Trials of Merlin, empty, save complete level, gear.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallow Suite, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Different challenges offer different rewards. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear capacity. Map, the Highlands, South Hogwarts region. Enemy level, Hogsmeade Valley. Floof, Hogsmeade map, exit. The Astronomy Wing, Hogwarts, defend, char.
I prefer they not be allowed to attend.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes...
Map, Floof, the Bell Tower Wing. The Grand Staircase, the Great Hall. The Library Annex, Hogwarts. Collection, Herbology, Greenhouses. The Divination, Central. Map, Floo Flames locations. Herbology class. Triangle.
I couldn't agree more. There's something in there. I just know it. Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.